Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a review of the Osmo Mobile 8P. Now a little bit of background. I had purchased the 8 2 weeks ago and I was going through the learning curve of using it, and lo and behold a YouTube video pops up with the 8P. So I sent back the 8, got the 8P. So not a sponsored video because I'm going to go through some of the things that some of the other reviews aren't doing. And that is laying out some of the things that I think DJI could have done better for sure. Some of the things I like. And then whether or not I'm going to keep this one. So, first thing. They did improve the stand. The frame tap is a bit of a game changer if you are a creator who does a lot of videos by themselves like I do. So I'll be able to use this doing instructional videos and doing videos on where I'm walking around and I want the device to follow me for sure. Now, one of the things that a lot of people in the comments of a lot of the videos that I've watched have been asking is, does the Osmo 8P natively connect to the DJI microphones? No. The only way that you can get them to work is by using the Bluetooth connection on your cell phone. And that's how you connect up to your mics. Unlike the 8, the device that tracks you, the tracking 8 device is what I'm trying to say. So, this one only hooks up to your cell phone. And to me, I don't really understand how DJI couldn't make it communicate directly with the device itself, with the mobile, but I guess maybe in a future update, they'll be able to maybe do that. Now, one other thing that you need to be very aware of, I have an iPhone 17 Max, and this is a fairly hefty phone, and it has a little bit of a problem leveling itself out and being straight on the Osmo Mobile 8P. It did the same thing on the 8 as well, but I noticed that it was a little more of a problem on the 8P. You can get it to go straight, but it takes a little bit of finessing with the clip to be able to do that. Now, the other thing that they changed from the 8 to the 8P is this. On the 8, it was more straight. The pads were more square. So in my opinion, it fit more solid onto your smartphone. The other thing that they've changed, on the 8, there was a little connection pins on it. So you had no problem knowing exactly where to clip this on to your mobile. But this one doesn't have that. However, it still has the DJI letters, and that's what you use to clip it on. The last thing that I noticed was this. Even though the screen seems to be, very responsive, the learning curve to figure out how to use this was a little bit wonky as well. But all in all, I haven't decided yet if I'm going to keep this or not. I'm going to do some tests in the next week or two. I have 30 days to return it to Amazon if I so wish. But overall, I think that it will be a good addition to my to my pack of tools for video creation. And I'm not a flashy creator, as you probably know, but I wanted to lay out some of the things that nobody else seems to be talking about. No native hookup of the mic. The larger phones are right on the borderline of working or not. It works, but the one thing that I'm a little bit weary about is if you were doing any action stuff with this, would the weight of a phone like a 17 Max actually pop off of the gimbal and cause issues that way? So leave me comments, let me know what you think, and I'll see you on the next video. Oh, subscribe to my channel. I've done a lot of reviews on a lot of different products over the years and a lot of different subjects. Hit that like button. It's free. And thank you very much for watching. Rob out.